Hi friends, I hope you are doing fantastic. And in this video of mine, I am going to talk about 5 common mistakes that I think an English language learner makes. You may not be in the list, but I think it's worthwhile for me to talk about them and also to give you some suggestions about how to avoid them. The very first mistake that I think an English learner makes: do not keep a journal, do not take notes. Whenever we try to learn some new words, we come across some new phrase or new words. When we go through this learning process, we come across different sorts of new words and vocabularies and also some new phrases and sentences. While we are reading some English newspaper or watching some English movies or listening some English podcast, at that time we must be all coming across with some new words, phrases, and sentences, and which may be helpful for us. And since we do not maintain a journal or a diary, we are not writing those important words in those journals and diaries, and in this way, we are losing the opportunity to improve our level of learning. So, my suggestion in this case that whenever you are going through this course, then you try to keep a journal with you, and always when you just listen some English podcast or English video movies or read some English newspaper, then try to write down those important words and phrases and sentences for your conversation need. The second mistake sometimes the English language learner makes is that they do not use spaced repetition in their learning. And what is this spaced repetition? Spaced repetition means when we learn some new words, vocabularies, or phrases, we are supposed to use those words and vocabularies in our day-to-day conversation, in our normal and regular life. So we are supposed to repeat those words and vocabularies when we are conversing with someone today, tomorrow, and day after tomorrow, and all other days that are there. And in this way, we can keep a better hold on those words and phrases. And in time of need, we will be able to produce those words and phrases when we are going to make conversation with other people. So it is very important that we have to practice. Otherwise, we will lose those important words and phrases, and it will only remain in our journal or wherever we are just keeping a record of those things. Because when you are trying to speak with someone, you won't be able to produce them and you will be struggling with the language. So for that reason, it's very essential that a spaced repetition is for language learner is very important and essential. So my advice is that it is a kind of mistake that you people who are just a beginner and a new learner, you just keep on doing spaced repetition. Okay. Then the third mistakes an English language learner often makes is that they are always trying to stay in the comfort zone. And what is this staying in the comfort zone? Staying in the comfort zone, basically, I mean to say that when we are learning this English language, we try to focus on only those topics that gives us some kind of interest, that we find some kind of joy and happiness by learning those things. For example, there are some students or learners who keep on reading English newspapers, so they find some kind of fun and amusement and entertainment from reading those newspapers, and they think that that will be help enough for them to learn the language. And there are others also who just keep on watching English movies, and it is a kind of entertainment for them, and so they think that it will boost their language learning process. So there are other people are there with their different kinds of likings and dislikings. So in this way, people are trying to stay in their comfort zone. I mean to say is that they are not trying to focus on everything that are needed to learn the language. Because when we are just speaking with someone, when we are trying to converse with people, we are supposed to talk in different matters, different topics. Our topics of discussions are not limited. It is limitless. So if you want to expand your vocabulary and your fluency, language fluency, and knowledge of different topics and different matters without any flaws or any discomfort, so you have to come out of your comfort zone, and you have to focus on all things, even it is not drawing your attention or not giving a least amount of interest or entertainment to you. You have to focus on everything. So it is a kind of mistake that we have to avoid. Fourth number mistake a language learner makes is that allowing fear to stop them from making progress. So this is a common phenomena that every language aspirant has. Basically, when we are supposed to speak in the crowd, and public talk is very important and a very powerful thing to boost our energy and to make us more able and capable to learn the language. I mean to say that when you are within the crowd and you are supposed to speak, so you are the center of the attention, because all the people are just speaking in their native language, and you are the only one who are trying to speak in English. So if you are speaking in a broken language, or if you are struggling with your language, if you are not getting the exact word, and even your language is not that much impressive, so people will try to make fun of you, and they try to mock you. They will try to laugh at you. So it is a kind of challenging situation for you. And for that reason, we are just scary sometimes. We just think that we won't be able to perform to the mark. So we are just filled with fear. So to overcome these sort of mistakes, problems, I just had tried to say that I will say my suggestion is that keep on encourage yourself and look for an opportunity, and do not avoid such situation. Try to speak a very small and simple sentence, and in this way you will be able to put an impression in the mind of people, and you will be able to overcome those sort of difficulties. And also you can come with a different strategy, like I will say that when if such things are happening with you, then you can talk with those people who has already gone through this kind of scenario. I mean to say those people who have learned the language, and at the beginning they also had this kind of bitter experiences, and how they tackle the situation and how they overcome the situation. So we can have a sort of idea from them. So basically I want to say that this is a fear of failure and a kind of a fear that we have. So we just try to run away from a public speaking area where the crowd is there. So this is the fear is stopping us from our learning, stopping us from our language learning progress. So we have to give adequate attention to it, and we have to come with new planning so that we can overcome this kind of failure. And the fifth thing I just want to talk about, the most of the English language learner makes is that they do not have any fixed aim and goal in their language learning process. So I mean to say that whenever we are just trying to do something in our life, so we should have a fixed target and destination that I have to reach there. And when we are learning the language, so if we divide our task in small fractions, then it will be helpful for us. And those small fractions, when we will be trying to achieve, so it is a small goal that we have. And if we are able to attain those small goals, and if we are putting our all attention to attain that goal, so it will be very effective formula, I think. And setting a goal, I will elaborate in other videos how can we set a goal regarding this. But in my opinion, if you ask me that if you have just to set a goal, that for example that you think that today means this for 1 week we will be learning about how to describe a morning. So from tomorrow onwards, you just get up early in the morning and come with different new words and phrases that will be helpful for describing a morning. So morning can be a different atmosphere in every day. Sometimes it can be rainy, can be cloudy, it can be sunny. Winter mornings are also different. And then we have the spring morning when it is very pleasant weather. So different sorts of mornings are there. But if you keep on practicing in this way and you have a new situation, a new scenario, atmosphere is there, and you have to come with, when you just come across something new, and you will be hunting inside yourself, or trying to find some new words that will be suitable to describe that thing. So I think that will be helpful for you. So I want to say that when we just try to learn the language, we don't have any exact goal or aim in our language learning process. So we have to make a fixed goal that this much thing I will accomplish today. And after the accomplishment also, you have to find a time for yourself to praise yourself, to encourage yourself, and to give yourself a kind of small gift. And that will boost your energy, and that is kind of reinforcement, I will say. So these are the mistakes I think we generally beginner or English language learner makes. You may not be in the list, but I thought it will be worthwhile to speak about the mistakes that we are just doing. If we avoid these mistakes, I think, and if we have that adequate seriousness, that kind of dedication and devotion we have for learning the language, then I think that you will be able to come on the track, and you will just progress yourself, and you will elevate yourself. So this is the thing, my dear friends, and as you can understand that I am also a beginner and I am trying to learn the language. So I also do have some flaws in my spoken in my language. So you might be finding out, and I hope that you will overlook those mistakes and try to promote and encourage me and someone like me. And we'll also this is a kind of teaching learning process. So in this process, both of us will be helpful. So I just in need of your support and help, and I expect that you will like the video and subscribe the channel, and press the bell notification and share the video as well. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for watching the video. Hi friends.